Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Scott and welcome to the Fandom Pastor, which can be found on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, or podcast. The Fandom Pastor is for all of us who love our fandoms and our faith. Fandoms are anything that somebody has a deep love for. Harry Potter, Broadway musicals, cult films, to name just a few. Join the Fandom Pastor as we see how God is connected to it all. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey, everybody, this is Pastor Brandon with our next episode of the Fandom Pastor. We continue our series on the lessons from the arcade. Our clue from last time is that this game was declared a public nuisance in 1916 in Atlantic City, and it wasn't allowed to be played on Sundays. Now, obviously, that has changed since then, but we are talking about Skeeball. Now, as I mentioned before, I spent more than a few hours in the local mall and the arcade, and I have no idea how many quarters I pumped into those machines. And there has been a reemergence of the arcade or the arcade games. They're in bars, they're in nostalgic places that are focusing just on the arcade games. They're just a lot of fun. Now, one of the best parts of Skeeball, I remember, was winning the tickets. You could go over to the prize area then. Once you had racked up a bunch of tickets, you felt like you had a huge number of them, and you could go to the prize area and spend your tickets getting all sorts of fun things. And I know I wasn't the only one. We all wanted the big prizes at the top shelves, and they always cost a lot of tickets. I mean, they were so expensive. We never thought anybody would ever get those. But we also wanted to have the gratification of taking home something right away, and so many of us would just be okay with getting erasers and poppers and pencils and stuff like that rather than saving up our tickets, rather than waiting. We wanted that instant gratification. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has overcome you that is not common to man. God is faithful, and he will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, he will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it." Now we have to deal with temptations all the time. Those desires for instant gratification, those desires for something that we don't have to wait for, those desires for having what we wanted right away, right now. And so I think we look back at those ticket times and we regret it. We regret the way we approach things, and we carry that through into our lives. I think that we recognize that sometimes it's better to wait. Sometimes it's better to wait not only on what we want, but more importantly, to wait on God and to have Him tell us what we actually need, what we are supposed to be doing, and how we are supposed to spend our quote unquote tickets, our time, our talents, and our money. And so we need to recognize that it's important that we wait. We wait for God. Now, once He tells us to spend our time, talent, and treasures, then go for it. Go right away. But sometimes we want to jump ahead of God. We want to jump ahead and to get our own answers, to get our own desires, our own plans. And so it's important that we stop and wait. Something to think about. So, next time, we will continue our series on lessons from the arcade, and our clue for next time is that this game was based on a 90s cartoon series about four unique brothers and their equally unique mentor/father. Thanks, God bless, and see you next time.